This video, just like many other videos, are about applied music theory. The topic shouldn't be scary, it's really simple, and that's why I prepared for you a free mini music theory course. It's completely free, and it's very easy to follow, and it's basically the key that is going to unlock all the other videos on this channel. Check it out, guitarinfusion.com, but for now, let's get into this video. This idea that I just played is something kind of extracted from the previous video. I was doing something like that when you remember we were exploring open chord shapes, scales, stories, like we always do here. And I thought this would be an awesome exercise to learn how to blend those chord shapes with scales. That's exactly what we're going to do in this video. Grab your guitar. I'll meet you right after this. Hi, my name is David Wallerman. Welcome to this channel, which is all about helping guitar players like all of us find our voice, what makes us unique, develop that voice, apply it to our instrument to tell our own personal musical story. And today we're looking at harmonization of the major scale in the key of G, different shapes. So we're going to harmonize that scale in a cool way, I think, and apply to each of these scale degrees some scale shapes. And if we blend both together, we'll be able to create that cool, organic type of thing. That kind of thing, you know, the free improv, which sounds kind of melodic, and I really like that. All right, so how is it done? Well, first we need to talk about harmonization. What is harmonizing a scale? It's super simple. It's basically taking a scale, in this case the G major scale, which is a 7-note scale. You are waiting for that eighth, which is the first an octave higher. But taking that scale and deciding on a formula, a grouping of notes that we're gonna take and decide that, okay, this is our formula, and we're gonna apply that formula to all the other notes of our scale. So 7 different notes, 7 different chords that are gonna be built in the same way. A typical traditional way of harmonizing a scale is to take the first note, the third, the fifth. That's a triad, and apply that formula 1, 3, 5 to each of the 7 notes, and we'll have something like this. We've heard that over and over, right? The formula we're going to use here is 1, which is the first note, the note we're starting from, 6, and 3, an octave higher. So if we do that on all the different degrees, we'll notice that there are only 3 shapes. So that's pretty awesome. Let's take a look at these shapes. The first one is the one that is starting on the first note of our scale. So if we're in G major, it'll start on G, and we're going to consider that first note on the 6th string. 3rd fret for G. If we go to the 6th note, we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right here on the 4th string, 2nd fret. And then we're going to take the 3rd, 1, 2, 3, an octave higher, which is on the 3rd string, 4th fret. So we've got this note, the 1, this one, the 6th, and this one, the 3rd. So we're really using the 6th string, 4th string, and 3rd string. The fingering here is using your middle finger on the 6th string, 3rd fret. The index is going to take care of the 6th on the 4th string, 2nd fret. And the ring finger is going to take care of that 3rd, major 3rd in this case, on the 3rd string, 4th fret. So we've got frets 3, 2, 4. Picking wise, I'm holding my pick between the thumb and the index for the bass note. My middle finger is plucking the 4th string, and the ring finger is plucking the 3rd string. So that's the first shape. That shape, which starts on the 1st degree, we also find the same shape on the 4th degree, which is a C, and if we apply the same strings, we have a C on the 8th fret. Same exact shape there. We just move that shape to the 8th. And we also find it on the 5th degree, 10th fret. So we got one shape to cover the 1st, 8th, and 10th. Just that alone. Sounds pretty cool. Especially if you add that vibrato. An octave higher there. So one shape covers 3 degrees already. That's almost half, because we got 7 notes. Another super useful shape is the one that starts on the 3rd degree. Why not the 2nd? Because the 2nd is unique. We're going to take a look at that one after, but the one that starts on the 3rd degree, so that's 1, 2, 3, that's a B note. We have a B on the 7th fret. It's this one right here. So we got a B for the root, which is going to be with our middle finger, 7th fret in this case. This time the 6th is going to be a minor 6th. So minor 6th is on with the ring finger, with the index on the 4th string, 5th fret, little stretch here. And then the 3rd is minor with the ring finger on the 7th fret of the 3rd string. That shape is very useful because we find it on the 3rd degree, 6th degree, which is 12th fret, and 7th degree, which is 14th fret. So to recap, we have 2 shapes. The first shape covers the 1st degree, 4th degree on the 8th fret, and 5th degree on the 10th fret. And the second shape that we learned is the minor shape with a minor 6th. That will cover the 3rd degree on the 7th fret. It also covers the 6th degree on the 12th fret, and the 7th degree on the 14th fret. So that's 6 degrees out of 7. The one missing, that is the one on the 2nd degree here. That's the 5th fret. And it's very similar to the one we had for the 3rd degree. The only difference is that 6th, which becomes major with the ring finger, the index finger this time is going to be on the 4th fret. Okay, so we have frets 5, 4, 5. So altogether we have something like this. And you can play that an octave higher. Now that we have our chords, we need to attach scales to those. And we're going to use the caged system, which is a narrower system that is going to allow us to really match chord shapes with a scale without having to move the scale outside of the zone of the chord. That's the beauty of the caged system, I think. So let's take a look at that. Because we're using a major scale, we can use the modes that are extracted from that major scale. G major, G Ionian, same thing. Over that 1st degree here, which is that shape with a major 6th and a major 3rd, we're going to use the G Ionian mode that is in this area of the fretboard. And it's this one right here. Okay, and then we play the chord again. Now I know if you are a 3-note per string player, this new position might be a little awkward, but it's really good because it really fits your chord and it's gonna allow you to blend both in a more natural way. And I should mention that if you are not familiar with these positions and you feel that I'm going too fast, don't worry. The whole point is to show you the exercise, but you can get the charts below. They're free. I'll tell you more about it after. But for now, bear with me. So you got the 1st degree G Ionian. Moving on to the next chord that we had on the A note, which is the 2nd note, and that corresponds to the Dorian position. Ascend that and descend that, and then play your chord to finalize that. Moving on to the next chord, which is the 3rd degree, that would be for Phrygian. 4th degree, that's Lydian. 5th, Mixolydian. The 6th degree is Aeolian. The 7th degree is Locrian. And you can finish with that octave right here. Once you're comfortable with the exercise, and the most important thing really in the exercise is the visualization of how these chords are played, the shapes, and how the scales surround that chord. Once you have that, you can start creating that story with some of these different ideas. That kind of thing. I realize I didn't finish my sentence, but you get the idea. Right? You always have that reference to go back to, that chord, and blending both together is what will allow you to just create a story that is not just pure like shreddy type of thing, but you also have your chords where you can rest. Right, that's kind of the thing here that we're working on. Anyways, like I said, you can get the charts below. They're free. All you need to do is visit that link, enter your best email address so that I can send you those PDFs right away for you to practice this. Rewatch this several times. There's a few things in there that may have skipped over your head, but they're really important, and I think they're simple but crucial to your development as a player and my development too. That's what I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching this video. If this was your first time on the channel, welcome. Thank you so much for watching this one. You should consider subscribing if you like this, because every week 3 videos like this one come out, helping guitar players like all of us find our true, unique voice, learn how to use it, develop it, and apply it to the instrument to tell our own personal musical story. Thanks so much for watching this. I'll see you next time. Practice well.